Hi, this is Tamika with Pastries, Pumps, and Pie, and I'm here with a special YouTube collab video. I'm part of a YouTube collab group created by Lisa Marie, who is Creatively Lisa Marie on social media. I will have her information displayed for you and also in the description. I want to thank her again for allowing me to be a part of this awesome group. I really enjoy getting to know a lot of new planners and getting to see more content from different people, and it was a wonderful experience last month, and I'm happy to be a part of it again. This month's theme is books, and you're probably coming to my channel right now from Emily's channel, Emily over at Growing Modestly. And just so you know, Emily has a spring release that she just put out, and you've got to go check it out. I'm going to be getting the peonies and the cherry blossoms. They're beautiful. She has her little sticker shop, so make sure you go check that out. And so thank you, Emily, for sending everyone here. The next person you'll see after my video is going to be Angelique of Angelique Plans. Like I said, I'll have all of their information listed in the description below. So make sure that when you finish my video, you head over to Angelique and you'll keep following the loop. And once you get back to my video, then you know you've completed the loop and you've seen everyone's videos. And I think it was just a wonderful experience. I think you'll find it a wonderful experience too, because you'll get to see different types of planners, different types of planning and creativity. It's really, really cool. It's really, really awesome. So I am going to be creating a reading list for myself. I used to be a very avid reader, and I've kind of gotten away from that. So I'm going to dive back into it kind of slowly and create me a reading list. And so if you're interested to see what I do for that, stick around. All right, so I'm going to be using the Planners Anonymous Book Lover 2.0 kit. Book Lover was a kit that they came out many years ago. Came out with it many years ago, and then they did a 2.0 version, which kind of used some of the same artwork and like that. I have two of the kits, so I'm going to be using that. I've got me some alpha stickers, some box stickers that I'm going to work with. To take it easy, I'm just going to start by planning to read 4 books. If I do more than 4, great. I don't want to overextend myself when I know that I got a lot going on right now. So I've had these scraps from the paper in the kit, and I thought it would be cool to put these scraps down and use those You'll see what I'm going to do with these in a second. It just all comes down to trying to use my stuff. That's what it all comes down to. Been really trying to do that lately. And so that was one reason why I chose this kit. I have several book kits from Planners Anonymous. They keep coming out with book kits. I have 4 different book kits from them. And I mean, I know people like to read, but it was like another book kit. But yeah, so I have several of them. I am missing some things here. All right, so let me get my silicone mat and put some adhesive on the back of these strips. And then I'm going to put my alpha stickers over the top of these. I'm going to try my best to stay in frame. Here's my thing. I get fixated on what I'm doing, and I tend to not pay attention to that. But I'm going to try my best to pay attention this go around here. All right. So yeah, if you hear some noise, it's the squirrels. They've been having fun the last couple of days on the roof. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to put those yet. Ooh, I just thought about why I don't want to put those yet. That's right. There was something else I wanted to do. So let me put these two pages together like this. These are some dot grid pages from Live Love Posh. If you're interested in anything from Live Love Posh, I do have an affiliate link and a coupon code in the description. And I would greatly appreciate you utilizing those. I know she just did a restock on some of the spring stuff, so hurry and run because it might sell out again. So I would hurry up and run to get that. So like I said, I've got two of these kits. This is the sticker book that I haven't touched yet, and I want to use this big piece here, and I'm gonna put it in the middle across these pages. Okay, so let me burnish that down. Yeah, so I wanted to make sure I got that down first in case it interfered with me putting those other pieces down. So let me pull up my washi. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut it along the back. Knowing me, I'm probably not going to cut deep enough the first time, and I'll have to go back in and try it again, because that's usually what happens. Because I'm always afraid of cutting too deep, and then I don't cut deep enough, and then I have to go back and cut again. That's usually what happens. Okay, so right in here needs to be cut some more. Oh, you come on now. I've kind of messed up this knife too. I've kind of bent it. I don't know what I did. Only God knows. And then it's going to need to be repunched. And I will repunch that later. Okay, so there we have that. Now I could put these pieces down. Let's do it here. Gotta be careful, because once it's down, it's down. That's the thing. Okay. And so I'm going to put the word reading and then list over here with my alpha stickers. I was going to do some die cutting. You know how when you just see something and then you go back to pull that something out and then all of a sudden it magically grew legs and it disappeared? That's what happened with the dies that I was going to use to die cut the word book list. I literally just had those the other day. I think I'm going to put reading and then book list is what I'm going to do. So let's see. Reading, what's the middle? R-E-A-D-I-N-G. So the D is in the middle. Why did I pull this out? I want my tweezers. So the D. Okay. So let's try to center this. Let's put it about here. And burnish it down. Oh, it's A next. My bad. And I like to burnish down the clear stickers because it makes them look like they're really just a part of the page when you do that. So are you a reader? Are you an avid reader? Do you prefer physical books, ebooks, audiobooks? I've never done an audiobook. I've done ebooks. I do prefer physical book, especially if I'm going to be doing like a book club or something like that. I like to be able to, you know, highlight things in the book and things of that nature. So we're going to reading, and then we're going to do book list over here. So B-O-K space. So then my space is going to actually be in the middle. So let's do the L here. But yeah, I used to read a lot, like all the time. I used to get in trouble for it as a kid because I would stay up all night reading when I was supposed to be asleep, straining my eyes in the dark trying to read. Yeah. It's something that I definitely enjoyed a lot. I don't know how many people remember how back in the day Pizza Hut used to give you a free personal pan pizza for reading so many books. I got so many of those free pizzas. I could read books within a day. Like it just was no big deal for me to quickly read a book. And my mom was the same way. Like we used to read those big Little House on the Prairie books, and those were like really thick books, and we would read them so quickly. But, you know, I loved reading. My mom said I taught myself to read when I was 3. She didn't. She said she wasn't the one that taught me. She said I taught myself because, you know, I would sit and I would watch PBS a lot, you know, Sesame Street, Reading Rainbow, all that stuff. And she said I just kind of taught myself from there. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, I didn't teach you. It's like, oh, wow. That's interesting. So I'm going to take this one washi, and it just has a lot of books on it. And I'm going to put this along the bottom of each page. But yeah, I really used to enjoy reading a lot. My godson used to love reading, and he's gotten away from that as he's gotten older. And it just makes me so sad because, you know, he was such a good reader as well. His dad and I didn't realize how great of a reader he was because he wasn't showing that to us. And I'll never forget, he was in, I want to say 1st grade, and reading was like part of his homework every day. And he knew that he could not go outside and play until he had done his homework. And so we would do everything else, and then we would do the reading part of it last. And he would act like he just couldn't read. And so we had a parent conference, and we're like, yeah, we don't know what to do. He's really struggling with reading. And his teacher was like, what? We're like, yeah, well, he can't really read. And she's like, he can read. And we're like, no, he can't read. She goes, he's a great reader. She goes, he can read all of the 4th and 5th grade textbooks. All of them, the science books, the social studies books. She goes, he's an awesome reader. And we're like, what are you talking about, lady? Because we know we're working with this kid every day and he's struggling. And she was like, no, he's a great reader. And I was like, and I turned and I looked at him during the conference and I said, you little weasel, because it clicked for me. And I said, you little weasel. I said, you've been playing us. So what? And he just starts smiling, y'all. And so what it was is that he wanted to just hurry up and go outside and play. And he knew that he had to finish the homework in order to do that. So he pretended that reading was such a struggle for him. And then, of course, we would give in and we would just be like, okay, go play. So this kid was a first grader hoodwinking his mom, his godmom, and his dad into thinking that he could not read. Yeah, we totally believed it. And it made us look really stupid in that parent conference, to tell you the truth. Like, dude, you're making us look like idiots right now because, come on. So I'm going to do some stamping. I'm going to stamp. Where's the stamp set? I'm going to stamp this book, and that's where I'm going to write all the information for each book that I'm going to read, and then I'm going to do highlights. And what I'm going to do with the highlight stamp is place that above a box where I'm going to just write some highlights about each of the books. So I need to get my stamp ink, and I need to get a paper towel. Stamping is messy. If you saw my last loop video, you know what I'm talking about. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm going to move some stuff out of the way here, like all of this paper, because I'm not sure if I'm going to use any more of the paper, and then these sticker books. I'm going to move those out of the way. I've got my stamp block. I've got a scratch pad here. This ink, I was going to go with black ink, but then I decided to go with this because I thought it would give me kind of a vintage look, maybe. We'll see. I'd probably have to do like a stamp off of it. So let's go ahead and grab this first stamp. I've never used these, so they're not primed or anything. One problem I've always had with Planners Anonymous stamps, and I've asked other people if they've had the same problem, and I absolutely never get a response to this question. And I've always asked, do you have problems with them sticking to the stamp block? Because that's an issue I've always had. So like right now, this one's sticking, but it's mainly the smaller ones. They don't stick well. I'm just telling you. They don't stick well. I remember one time I had to put tape runner on the back of it to make it stick to the stamp block, just so that I could use the stamp. And I've had that problem with numerous ones of their stamps, but no one seems to say the same. And I don't want to come off looking like the bad guy because I'm the one that said it. Oh, that's pretty dark. Okay, so maybe I do want to just go ahead and go with black. And you're probably like, well, why were you going to go with black? My thought process was that if I go with black, I can just use a gel pen, a white gel pen or a gold gel pen, so because there'll be some gold accents in here. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do this. It's pretty dark, y'all. Even stamping off, doing like second, third generation stamping of that is pretty dark. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. We're going to pass on that color. It is very seriously saturated color. It's called, what is this color called? Cinnamon Cider or something like that from Stampin' Up. Okay, this is wanting to stick. There we go. Yeah, Cinnamon Cider is what it's called. Yeah, we're not going to go with that one. Too dark. Let me grab the black instead. And maybe we could do a second generation stamping with the black. And it could be because this is a new stamp as well. But let me just play around with this some more and see what we want to do. So let's do, ooh, I'm not trying not to make a mess this time. Maybe do it like that. It'll look kind of vintagey with the second generation stamp. We're gonna do it like that. So we're gonna stamp off once, and then we're gonna come over here and we're gonna stamp off here. Okay, so there's that. So what I can do, like I said, is probably I'm going to use probably a gold to bring out the gold in the washi tape. So I'll probably use a gold box for that. I mean gold pen, sorry, to write in that. I'll have to do an after the pen so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So here's a smaller stamp, and let's see how well it's going to stick, because they don't stick. They tend to come up off the block. I don't know why. So let's do highlight. I'm just going to stamp it a few times to help prime the stamp. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a box. Let me see which direction I want to put the box. Let's go. Let's go with the long box there. And we're going to do wrong book. I'm going to do this book here. We're going to do this purple color. Plum. It's more of a plum. No? Okay. So let's pull this one. Okay, so I'm going to have to... I'm going to put it next to it right here. And then I'm going to do highlight right above that. Okay. So let's go ahead and put a little pressure there. And then we've got highlights. All right. Now, let me cover this up so we don't make a mess. I want to do a double box one. And let's do the double box one over here in gold. And then what I'm going to do is once I get all my boxes down, I'm just going to fill in the other space, probably with some deco. So we're going to do a gold box. And I might have to overlap some of this just to get everything to fit. I'm used to having my large, big planner. And this is not a big planner. It's a classic size filler paper here. So we're going to put this here. And then I'm going to put the book and the highlight. Okay. So we're going to stamp off with this. And then we're going to come and stamp it here. Okay. Now we're going to do highlight. I don't want to stamp on top of that sticker. So I'm going to just do it like this. There we go. Nice. Okie doke. So that's one side. I just got a little bit of ink on there somehow. Okay, and let's set this page off to the side over here. So now let's go over here, and I'm getting ink everywhere as usual. I don't know how I do this. I don't. I don't know how I do it, but I manage to do it every time, right? Like every time. So now we're gonna do the green. And that one's going to be a double box as well. So do it in green. So let me stamp it off. And then come over here and stamp it here. Okay. All right. And I like that they all look the same because that helps give it that vintage feel that I'm trying to go for. I'm going to go back into the same book here, this autumn one. We're going to get the green double box. And all I tried to do is find boxes that matched the boxes, the colors of the kit. And what I really liked was that I did this green, this plum, and then I did a brown. I have a brown too. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I need another color. And then I thought about the gold foiling in the washi. And so that's why I chose a gold box to help finish with the colors. Okay, great. Alrighty, now I need to consider where this other long box is going. Because it is lined, and I only have it in lined, I think, in this darker brown, which is the color I wanted. So I have to orient it the right way. I can't turn it any other way. I don't think I have it in any other. Yeah, it's the only one I got. It's the only one I got. So I could put it. All right, let's put it over here. So we're going to put it here, and then we're going to put the book and highlights right there. Okay. I think I'm going to do highlights first because I'm going to put it alongside the box like I did on the other page. All right. Or I could put it up here. Oh, well, let me just do that. Okay, I'm going to put it up here. Okay. And then we'll do the book. So we'll stamp it off. Okay. And then we'll come over here and we'll stamp it on here. All right, like I said, I'm only going with 4 books right now. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. So I'm doing 4 books because I know I want to just do one with like a book club. And I'm a fast reader, but I'm going to have to keep in mind that not everybody might be a fast reader. And I need to go at a certain pace if I'm going to be doing it, reading the book for a book club. So I am keeping, you know, all of that in mind. Yeah, I've got ink all over my hands already. All right, so that is everything. I would love like a nice quote. I don't even think I have book quotes. Now, that I'm thinking about it. I don't think I have book quotes. I have a Heather Kell, like small little book stickers, but I don't think there's quotes in there. And Planners Anonymous didn't really have huge quotes in their books. So yeah, there's that. Let me see. I'm gonna find something that I could put in there. Let me see if I can't find something that will work in terms of books. It's not looking like any of these quotes are gonna work. Okay, so not filling those. Let's see. Here's the second quote book by Amber Plans Her Day. I'm just hoping something will speak to me here. You're great. You got this. Your best life. Dare to begin? I don't know. I just have a feeling I'm not going to find anything. I don't have any book quotes, and I could have printed one, but I didn't think about that. These are very sarcastic ones right here, I think. So I don't really want a sarcastic quote. Always be creative, craft more. Grow, positive thoughts. Y'all, I'm not finding something that is speaking to me. Not at all. Y'all, I need a quote. I'm just not finding anything. We're gonna skip that. We're probably just not gonna have a quote. How sad. I'm gonna go in here and we're gonna look at our die cuts too. And maybe we can just put a nice die cut down. I like the quote on this card, but I don't really want to cut the card. And that's what I would have to do because I can't fit the whole thing. It says the magic lives within the pages of the books. So like I could cut around that, but I really don't want to. So we're just going to leave that alone. And see what we have in these die cuts that we could possibly use. If not, we'll go to the stickers. We have this big die cut here. Several with like just stacks of books. And I know I've got matching matching stickers to some of those. I think I want to use this key. Let's use that key here because I don't think I have it this large in a sticker. Okay, so put that there. And then I really really kind of like this. I'm trying to see what I have in the sticker form. It's just they're not, of course, they're not as big as they are in these. Okay, here's a little quote. Can't talk, reading. Okay, maybe we can use that for something. I like this open book here. So I'm going to pull that. We're going to pull this. And let's put this right up here. Can't talk, reading. I like that. That's cute. Just put this over here. Okay. Here is the girl of the kit. Let me add her. We're going to add her right in here. And here's that same sticker, like that die cut I thought about using. Let's put that there. And then I want something else down here, maybe like a stack of books. Or maybe some of the succulents, just to bring in the succulents some more. I have this one that's cute. So maybe that one. Let me see what else there is. Oh, this little heart with the books. Let's do that. All right, I think we're good. Let me put all this away. It's always a task when you're using a bunch of elements in your planner, pages. Like I said, it can always get messy. I applaud myself. I didn't get as messy as I did the last time, which is good, because the last time I had to make a blooper reel of that one because it was very funny after the fact. What was so funny too is like the music fit perfectly with what I did in the video. So let's take these stamps, put those away. All right, so got some use out of the stamps. I don't use my Planners Anonymous stamps enough. I do a lot of card making, but I can't use these for commercial sale. So that's why I don't use them as much like in my card making. So yeah, there's that. All right, so let's put that away. And let's take a look at what we've got here. I think it turned out really, really nice. So what I'm going to do is list, like I said, I have gold gel pens. And I'm going to write the book, title, and probably the name of the author. Depending on how big I write, I could probably put when I started and when I finish it. And then I'm going to use, like I said, the boxes to do the highlights. I just thought of something I want to do because I'm an extra. I just thought of it. I can't help myself. I want to use some of these as like polka dots. I've done this kind of thing before with bullet points. And I think it's fun. So I want to do it again. So let's put one here. Let's put one here. Right? How cute is that? Just to add a little, and it's just all helping to bring out the gold and the washi tape. do one down here by her, one up here, and then let's do one there. I just like a little bit of extra. All right, so comment below, let me know what you think. I know a lot of people have reading planners. I'm not reading enough for me to be doing a reading planner. I kind of have a reading planner, but I don't use it. Let me put it that way. I have some inserts that I was using before, but I thought this would just be good for me to just do a documentation of the books that I read. I'm going to have to go back and repunch this, of course, to put this in my planner. But I didn't want to, like I said, to do a heavy commitment. But let me know what you think. What book are you currently reading right now? If you have suggestions on books, let me know. All right, guys, you know what else to do. Be sure to slay, subscribe, like, and accept the alerts so you don't miss any videos. Also, again, thanks to Emily for sending you. And don't forget to go check out Angelique and her video when you're done. And again, a big thank you to Lisa Marie for putting together this YouTube collab loop. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.